we get in 1 Thessalonians, we get in 2 Thessalonians, except we get more and more of it. Paul prays in 1 Thessalonians that they would increase in love, and that's what we see happens. The same problems that plagued them in 1 Thessalonians about the return of Jesus plagued them in 2 Thessalonians. But it's more intense, it's causing more anxiety. And in 1 Thessalonians, there's rumours, there's friction bubbling up between the new Christian community, the new church in Thessalonica, and the rest of the culture that already had kicked out Paul and Silas and the team. And now we see more and more of that. The persecution of the Thessalonians has increased. And Paul writes another letter to them to deal with their problems, to encourage them in their heart, but also to comfort them in their persecution. And what Paul does here is he doesn't empathize with them, but instead he encourages them with this one simple truth, that justice is real. He says, you are suffering now, but justice is real. And we have one sentence, and if you remember the sentence, you remember the sermon, and this is a nice short one for us today. Justice is real. As he wants to lift the spirits of the Thessalonians, to encourage them to keep going, where does he point them to? But the judgment of Jesus. Because what we discover early on is justice. Judgment is not just for the wicked, but it is also for the righteous, for the persecuted, for the suffering. Judgment is our relief, which is our first point in verses 1 to 7. Judgment is a relief.